Golly. Woo, look at this. All right. There we go. My gosh, guys, I know y'all are looking right in the sun right now, but we are on some crappie. Man. So guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to get y'all out of the sun real quickly. All right, guys, I had to get you out of the sun, but look, we're on top of some crappie right now, and it's a cold day. Well, not that cold, but for what we've been having lately, so I think it's like 42 degrees. But we're doing some winter crappie fishing. So one thing I've been thinking about that we haven't done in quite a while is some LiveScope footage, or really LiveScope settings. And I've had a couple people ask it, that of me, and I've done some basic stuff, but I think what I'm gonna do today is kind of go back over how you would, if you got your LiveScope for the first time, how you'd set it up, and then some of the settings that I do personally when I'm fishing every day, because I'm always making adjustments on the LiveScope, and just something you can't just set and leave it there. You've got to make changes. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll do some LiveScope footage here, and then probably get back to some fishing. See you later, little girl.
I'm an American.
All right, guys, so today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over some LiveScope settings. I've had it asked in the past, and I've done a video on it before, but I did it basically on the settings that I normally use. And I'm gonna kind of do that again today, but I'm gonna go back through a few more basics. So I'm gonna put this on, you're gonna see me like this, but I'm gonna put it on Active Captain and record this so you guys can watch it. But let me show you a couple things. If you are doing YouTube videos, or if you want to record your stuff on Active Captain, there's a couple things you need to do, especially if you have an iPhone. I'm not sure how an Android works, but and you're not gonna be able to see this, but I can tell you. So if you go into your settings program on your iPhone, go down to display and brightness, click on that, and then you'll see, scroll down just a little bit, there's one that says Autolock. On the iPhone, you have a 30-second option, a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, and then never. So I'm gonna click on never, and what happens with that is when you're recording, and this is, a lot of times when I don't have LiveScope footage to show you, this is one of the issues that I have. I've not changed it over, and so what's gonna happen is after 5 minutes your phone shuts off, the display shuts off. When the display shuts off, it quits recording as well. So you just got to make sure that you're going to be able to see your footage. Not a lot of times you need to do a 5-minute video, but sometimes you want to see it. Sometimes if you have a second person in the boat, you can bring an iPad and put Active Captain on there, and then you can have two people looking at the same screen, but one standing over here on the side, looking at it, one looking right at the actual GARMIN unit. So that's one of the things you got to do. So all right, let me get Active Captain started. I'm gonna put you guys on pause for 1 minute, get that going, and be back with you. All right, guys, so I have Active Captain up, as you can see, and with my transducer, I've got a nice little tree showing here, but I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I do, especially when you first get this out of the box. It's exciting. You think I'm gonna be able to just get out there, jump in and start fishing, and to an extent you can, but there are gonna be some issues that you probably need to take care of to make sure you get the best quality picture. So what I'm gonna do is, unfortunately you can't see what I'm doing here on the screen. I apologize, on the my buttons, but I'll try to walk you through them as we go in here, and you can watch on the screen, okay? So I'm gonna hit my menu button here, and first thing I'm gonna do is go to sonar setup. So once I get in here, I've got several different options. Appearance is the first one. You look at your color schemes. So I've got it on amber, which is the very first one, but let's scroll through some of these. Copper shows you a little different view. black emerald. Some people love that. I don't. I don't know if it's because of my eyes, but whatever. Anyway, got a midnight blue. It's another one. Orange crawfish. It's not a bad one for me. Red shad. And then you have blue, which to me that looks like the old 2D sonar. I cannot stand that. I know what it's doing is showing you in red the hot spots, but I'd rather see that in a different color personally. And then we'll go down to the yellow, just to let you take a look at it. Once again, that looks like the old sonar in my opinion. So I'm going back to amber. All right, color gain. This is one thing that a lot of people don't ever mess with. I believe default it comes somewhere in the 40s. I pop mine up to 95. And I will come change this periodically, but this is going to be pretty much what I set it on. So if you look at the screen, it's getting darker and darker. My hot spots are going away. I want to see those suckers. So I'm going to pop that. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and pop it right there about 86. And we'll do about, yeah, 88. All right. We'll go back to my menu, hit the wrong button there. Back to sonar setup. You got a noise. Well, hold on. Appearance, there we go. You got trails. You can turn trails on or off. I'll leave mine off. Bottom fill. Let's turn it on for the fun of it and see what. If you look at the very bottom, it's filled with a kind of a different color. I keep mine off personally. Just something else to add in there. Grid overlay. You say show or not show. You just saw those squares in there. They all went away. I like those, and I'll tell you why. So I'm fishing at 20 foot. And if you look at the numbers, it starts with 0 in the it's right underneath the transducer. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I know there's a 2 foot radius between those squares. Same thing going down on my depth. So if I see a fish and it fills up a majority of that square, I know it's a good fish. So I like the grid overlay on there personally. And then scroll history, I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and go back and talk about noise reject, TVG, and yeah, those are two that I want to talk about here. And then there's 3 things that I said I change every time. So these are 2 that I do mess with, depending on what the water looks like, if it's going to be muddy, if it's going to be clear. So if you look at the screen, I hit noise reject. Right now I got it on high. If I turn this off, look at that. So I'm seeing the sonar rays. It looks like rays of light, but it's actually the sonar coming off the transducer. I don't like that. I can go with low, I can go with medium, or I can go with high. Right now I'm doing high. It gives me the best picture, especially for video. I can see pretty good with it as well. I see better with it. I'm just getting a bunch of that junk out of there. TVG, let's go to that. Right now I've got it off. So what it's going to do is basically take out, it stands for time varying gain. What it does, it takes out trash around the transducer. So if I go on low, you'll notice there's going to be a little black thing that pops in. Wow, that was a lot for that. Actually, I thought it wouldn't think it would be that much. Well, I am in 23 foot of water. Go to medium, it takes out more, and go to high, it does it again. So you notice the tops of my trees have now disappeared. So when I'm in a deeper water, I might turn that on. If I have a lot of trash in the water, I might turn it on. I am going with this on the off position. It allows me to see all the way up to my transducer, everything that's in the water. Not that I need that, but, and I forgot to turn that thing off. That's another thing to do on your phone, is turn the notifications off, or else you're going to see them on the screen like you just saw just now. Where was I? Oh yeah, I want to be able to see when I catch a fish. I want to see it come all the way up, because I'm putting these on YouTube for you guys to see. So I want to see it all the way up there. I don't want to disappear in the middle. Let's go to data overlay. So this is going to show you your depth, which I want on. So if I turn the depth off, you'll notice it just disappeared. I'm going to leave it on high. I like my water temperature on there, 62.7. My unit voltage, I want to go ahead and it helps me to be able to watch that. That may be too much information for y'all, but with my battery issues I've had lately, I want to watch that. And then my speed, I don't want that. Oh, okay, GPS speed, water speed, auto, I've got it on high. I don't need to see that. Time of day, I do have that on. There's your clock. I like to see that one. For some reason, my hummingbirds are an hour behind all the time. I don't understand why. I've messed with that forever, but anyway. So those are the main settings that I'm gonna use here. Now, let's go ahead and go back out. So you see I've got a nice tree here. So a couple of things I'm gonna use all the time. If I'm going to look for a tree, I'm gonna go ahead and scan out. All right, so I can, usually I'll pop it up to 70 feet. What that's allowing me to do, see I've got, looks like about 50 feet, there's another tree. It's really not clear at all, but that's how I do my scanning. Once I get up to where I'm going, I'll move it back down to 20 feet. So once again, I know I got those 2-foot squares. So right here, I've got this one at 5 feet is where these fish are, where this stump is and these fish. And those are some pretty good fish in there. Another thing I'll do is mess with my gain. So I can turn it up higher, I can turn it down lower. It's a constant thing that I'm dealing with here. I always want to get the best picture, and so I like my gain up in the 84, 85, 86 range. The other thing I'm gonna do constantly is, I went back too far, sorry. Back up, there we go. Is I'm gonna hit my menu and I'm gonna select my depth range. So when you first get your unit, it's gonna be on the auto setting. And what the auto setting does, it's gonna put it about right there. Notice how small that picture is. I'm having a hard time, seeing where my fish are, seeing how big they are. So I wanna maximize my screen and pop it down there to where I just have the bottom end. There are some guys that I talked to one the other day. He knows that pretty much everything on the bottom is going to be catfish, so he maximizes it even more. He'll cut out the first 5-6 feet, and that's what he's fishing with. So it's kind of up to you. I like to watch the bottom, kind of give me an idea when I'm getting deeper. I can watch the depth up there at the top, but I like to kind of shows me what the land looks like. So that's it, basically right there. But every time I'm fishing, when I go to a new spot, I'm gonna mess with my depth range. I'm gonna mess with my gain and my forward range. So I'm gonna scan far out, and then when it comes time to fish, I'm gonna back it into 20. So I can get up to see, I'm scanning at 70 feet. As I get closer, I'm going to keep enlarging that until I get to the 20 foot. Once it gets in the 20 foot, then I'm going to have it where it is now. Get back, get out of this, and there we go. I don't usually go, some people pop it in even farther. I don't do that just because when I use spot lock, a lot of times, like right now, we got a nice windy day, and if I get to 10 feet, by the time I start fishing, they're out at about 15 to 16 feet. And as you notice, I don't have that on the screen right now because I zoomed in too far. So I like to stay at 20. And anyway, I hope these things have kind of given you some good information on LiveScope. For sure, if you have questions, please, by all means, put them in the comments. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do about answering them, guys. So thanks so much. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to catch some fish here in a second, and give y'all a little more entertainment. I do have some LiveScope footage coming up as well. So thank y'all. All right, good fish. Pulled him right out of there. I'm gonna see if I can't do that again on camera on Active Captain. There we go. Oh, y'all are looking right into the sun too. I apologize. Not a dang thing I can do about it. Good fish. All right, guys, Lake Palestine Special, or Palestine Special rather, by Bonehead. This is gonna be the slim stick, that's what I'm using. These are decent fish here. All right, let's go get those guys right in there. Drop it there. Little bitty one. So guys, what's interesting here, I've not had a lot of success with, oh, it's too far, hold on, let me look back over here, with catching fish in a big school like this for a while. So it's kind of fun, man. This is 5 fish right off this one pile here. Let's get a little closer in. Let's get back on screen. There we are. Since I pull 5 of them out of here, I may not get any more off this one. Oh yeah, that sucker took it. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hopefully y'all saw that one. Couldn't miss it. It's not as good of a fish as I thought it was, but still, it's a good fish. It's an eater. Man, I gotta mark these things down before I lose count. All right. Sure didn't think I'd get another one off there, but we did, so let's try that one more time. Oh, man. Little bitty one, but my my bail wasn't totally closed. Felt like he was really strong. Woo! All right, YouTube. Hey guys, we are calling it a day. It's about 11:15 right now, and man, it is. I wish I was a weatherman. They said it's gonna be 1 to 2 mile-an-hour winds today, and it's well, it's white capping out there. It's pretty good for 1 to 2 mile-an-hour winds. One of the only jobs you can get into and be wrong all the time. If you're a weatherman, I'm sorry. Just having a good time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope I got you some good information on LiveScope. And we caught quite a few fish today, so it was a good time. But yeah, man, y'all make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and we will catch y'all next week. So y'all have a good one. Actually, if you get a chance, we'll see you on Monday night for the live show, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Y'all take care.